My Literary Lifeline by Chris Loudon. It seems that books were always a lifeline for me. My mom tells me that I started reading when I was about 2.5 years old. I suppose that is why it feels as if books were always around me. My parents were always in the midst of a book. Mom preferred thrillers and murder mysteries, while Dad always seemed to be buried in a book about aeronautical history. The greatest joy for me were the words, "We are going to the library." It was there that I could have absolute freedom. The library wasn't about what my parents wanted to read. It was all my own choices. This was the definition of freedom for me. If I wanted to learn about faraway lands, all I had to do was find a book about it. It felt as if the entire world was mine within those books, and all I had to do was turn the pages. When I was confused by my grandmother's instructions on how to knit, I decided to look at my books. They provided the answers that I was looking for. I don't knit that often anymore, but it is within books that I find the patterns to work from. Even though I have never been outside of the United States, I wasn't limited to where I could go. I went to Ireland, Germany, and fantasy worlds that have never been discovered, such as Oz. Dorothy had her adventure, but it seemed like nothing compared to all the adventures that I took. I learned about science and history, brought to life through biographies and historical fiction. I open a book and the world around me disappears. I'm right next to Marie Curie, exploring the realm of science. I am within her world and outside of my own. The next day, I may be in the middle of the Civil War, enveloping myself in the stories of brothers fighting each other and the families that were left behind. Reading about the important figures, even if they are fictionalized, can bring me closer to the decisions that were made in that pivotal point in history. There are also the undiscovered places that I can go, worlds that exist only within the pages of my books. I can go beyond the stars to alien worlds where Anne McCaffrey's eternally young crystal singers exist, and spaceflight in ships powered by encapsulated humans are commonplace. A place where a young girl can be born with a horn coming out of her forehead, and the humans are the barbarians. I can follow the footsteps of an early Cro-Magnon woman as she travels across the continent. Each day can be a new journey. There is nothing to me that can compare to the sight of hundreds of books lined up in the library. What treasure will I find? Will I find that last book in the series that I've been looking for? Will there be a new plotline to lose myself in? That to me seems like half the fun. I never know what will happen when I open that cover and turn that first page. Will it be a fantasy? Or will it be one that will expand my knowledge? I always look forward to the journey. Books are the way I have learned about myself and the world. They have been my escape from grief and heartache. They have taught me about the courage of the human spirit and depths of human depravity. They are my security blanket in what can sometimes be a very scary world. Whether it is a new author spotlighted at the public library or inexpensive paperbacks at a rummage sale, books are easy to find and give me the instant vacation. I look at my bookshelf and realize that it shows who I am. My beliefs and desires are plainly written on the spines of my oldest friends.